Did you just try to record her breasts or something? What kind of creep are you? Wait. No way! It was fucking Kakashi! Konnichiwa minasan, and welcome to my reaction to Boruto episode 35 today. As the subtitle already says, parent-teacher conference location. Okay. I think we're getting more Boruto-Naruto interaction today. Okay, that's cool. And yeah, the academy time is coming to an end. Last episode, we had a nice cozy summer camp scene of all the main characters of the academy coming together. That was nice and cozy, but I think it's only the calmness before the storm, so to say. It's preparing us for some shit to go down, I think so. So without further ado, as always, let's jump straight into the episode. And Naruto isn't there? Sometimes? That's an understatement. Now that's the interesting question, huh? What's your goal, Boruto? Who do you want to become? I mean, we already know. Apparently, you don't want to become an Hokage. You don't want to follow the steps your father took. You don't want to do that. But then again, what do you want to do instead, huh? We haven't seen anything regarding that so far. This was also something I complained about, or why I said I don't like him that much, because he's not really committed to anything yet, while everyone else kinda has some goal in mind already. And yeah, going like that through life, it's not really satisfying, not for yourself, not for others. And it shows, you know, you just do stupid stuff. Of course you can be lax and just chill sometime. Of course, it's not about hustling all the time, but you know, if you don't have a greater goal in life, if you don't give meaning and sense to your life, because you have to, no one else is going to give you. You have to figure that out for yourself. And I know he's kind of young still, I know, but there were others, you know, who already had this kind of purpose, and also other anime, but also in this anime itself, like Sarada and so on. This doesn't make you so likable if you're just going through life like that, and especially if you use your time and just use it to wreak havoc everywhere else and annoy people. This is what annoyed me, you know, so I'm really curious where this is heading, what he decides to become. Yeah, this is the question, Shino. He doesn't know. And maybe something more. I know most children don't have their life figured out. Hell, most adults don't have their life figured out. I'm not talking about that, you know? And also keep in mind, we're talking about anime. You know, I'm watching anime because I want to see committed people, you know? I want to see interesting people. If I want to see annoying, boring people, you know, I can look just outside. And they don't mean to be mean, but you know, I don't watch reality TV because of a reason. It doesn't interest me. You know, I want to see stuff like that, where I have people with purpose and passion, just like myself. I could consider myself like that. And I know for me, it took a long time to find that purpose and kind of sense and meaning in my life. I know that, okay? But I really want to see that in anime. And most anime have that. That's what I like about this medium. And that is what kind of irks me about Boruto, to be honest. And again, you can see there are people both in anime and in this anime and in reality who already have some kind of purpose. You don't need to have it all figured out, you know, but you at least have some kind of path you're interested in, or trying at least to figure it out, you know. Even if you don't have it, it's much more likable and, yeah, interesting if you're on the way to do that, you know, if you at least show that you're on your way, that you're trying to figure it out. But Boruto so far didn't do anything like that. He was all about being immature and no, I'm not growing up. I'm disregarding my dad and everyone. He's stupid, he's lame, he doesn't spend time with me. I'm being a child, you know? And this immaturity, this is what irked me. And you can have purpose, or at least can be on your way to find your purpose. But if you just waste your time and other people's time, and not only time, but if you actively prank them, you know, stuff like that, this is what I don't like, you know? Everyone needs their time to figure things out, but while you're doing so, or at least you should be doing so, and you shouldn't bother other people like that. But yeah, I think he'll learn that. Yeah, and he's saying isn't anything he really wants to do. So why become a ninja anyway? I mean, it's peaceful times. You could do other stuff as well, you know? But he hasn't spent the time yet to experience stuff. You know, he always complaining, even at the post office. I can keep referring back to that, but this was a hands-on life experience where he could have tried something else, or maybe even taken the chance to get to his father, you know, taking the internship to the Hokage office. He could have done that, but he decided to literally chase a ghost. Well, what can I say? Especially when you're graduating, you should at least know that you should focus on that. Wait, what did you say? This is what I said. He just said it himself. He just confessed it. Well, in any case, I just entered the academy, figuring I'd rile Dad up a little. That was his only purpose. This is exactly what I just explained. So people, stop it, okay? Stop defending him. Stop defending this little stupid child. Sorry, this brat, okay? This is being bratty at its definition. Okay, you can't tell me otherwise at this point. And I hope at this point he turns around. At least after this discussion, he should go into himself and have a little talk with himself, you know? Maybe now it's time to think about more than just doing that, riling up your dad. Yeah. Oh my god. Wow, the kind of audacity. This is the kind of arrogance I so hate, I so much hate. It can be easy for you, okay, but do you have to rub it into everyone's noses and under everyone's noses and say it like that, you know? Doesn't he have some kind of empathetical intelligence? He doesn't seem to. Like, this is not something you should say, because it makes you come off as arrogant, even if you aren't like that, even if you aren't arrogant, and I don't think he necessarily is, but this makes him so unlikable, you know, like, I've got the talent, I don't need to do anything. This irks me so much. You're not contributing to anything, yet you have the audacity to say shit like that. Okay. I need to calm down. Let's see. Lazy shits, you can say it. Yeah. They're just enrolling into the academy because that's what they were supposed to do. Like, this is how things went down usually, but they didn't really think about it too much. Again, I know they're children, but they are children more considerate than him. Yeah, children in general, they don't give a fuck usually about this kind of stuff. They need a lot of time to recognize what really counts. Yeah. But this is what I said. In these times, why even go to the ninja academy when ninjas aren't needed? Figure things out by experimenting, by trying things out and not just sitting on your ass and thinking everything will come to you because you're so talented and exceptional. Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't say that to him. He's over his head. Exactly. I don't think this will be the problem, but his attitude certainly is. So every time I think, yeah, I'm going to like you, Boruto, every damn time he bounces back with a punch straight into my face, like, nah, you thought I'd majored? Ha! Think again, here I come with my bratty attitude again. This is maddening. Yeah, maybe Temari should show some of her parenting to Boruto. Maybe it would help. Hinata's being too lax. Yeah, nice. Wait, Kiba, wait. What the hell? He's doing commercials? Recommended by the top breeder Ninja Perfect Dog Days. He's a breeder, okay, makes sense with the dogs. He's doing commercials for dog food. Very nice. He's got a nice character design now. Why is it always like that the most NPC characters got the best redesign for their maturity, for their adulthood? But others like Gaara and Naruto, they just got screwed over. I don't like that. Damn it. Yeah, you could become an actor as well. Yeah. Wait, but did he say Kageyama was a ninja? Wait, there are also a lot of guys like Kagemasa starring movies after they... Ah, okay, so he was a shinobi. He knew the skills, he didn't just act them out, he actually knew them and just became an actor afterwards. Okay, interesting. Nah, he doesn't know. No, I don't want that. And he doesn't even have the motivation himself. Yeah, no. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah. Right, in Naruto it was the clone jutsu, where Naruto initially failed. Well, he can do that already, but I'm wondering if they've changed it up by now. I think they changed it. It won't be as easy anymore. It will be something, I guess, Boruto will have a little bit of trouble, because I think we had this part with Shino before, and I think he thinks that he needs to change things up a little to change people like him, to inspire or at least make them rethink their lives. You know, I think Shino is going to come up with something different this time. If he is in charge after all, I don't know. But I think so. Pet Shino. Ah, this is what I was asking myself as well. Yeah, should be Kakashi. It should be Kakashi talking some sense into him. Just like he did with Sasuke and Naruto. Who are you? Sukiya, freelance reporter. Why does he looks awfully similar. Wait. It looks a little bit like Kankuro with the marks. And he's got a mark here. No, we haven't seen him so far, right? But somehow he looks familiar. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. What was his name? Sukiya. Sukiya. Freelance reporter. There's nothing interesting to tell about you, though. Okay. I like this perspective through the camera and getting a reporter and now hearing everyone's motivation. This is really cool. I like that. Come like Lee. Of course. This is actually smart, yeah. That's kind of weak. The Shikatai, I think he needs to grow more into his purpose, define it more, because just living up to your parents' expectations, as he said, and he likes it. That's you know what I would call the start of a purpose. I think it's nice that he has a path, as I said. He's got a direction, but I think he needs to figure it out more deeply. This won't be satisfying if he just lives up to others' expectations and not his own. But I think he still needs to figure that out, and that's completely fine. You know, this is what I'm talking about. I'd prefer that, even if you're not exactly sure, at least you're trying, you know, at least you're have some kind of direction, or decide, okay, I don't know if it's real for me, or for now I want to do this for other people, but I'm trying this direction, you know, and I'm not all over the place and rejecting every other possibility and just hanging around. No, I'm going to take this direction and see where it leads me. This is fine. This is completely fine. And Sarada, she's the most ambitious, I'd figure. Yeah. She's got her life already figured out. I wonder though if it will come into fruition after all, or if she backtracks at some point, realizing maybe it's not what she really wants to do. This would be actually interesting, because so far we've only had characters who were either so set on a goal, you know, like Naruto, I will become the Hokage, and he did, of course, and we all wanted him to, of course. But either that or someone like Boruto who doesn't have anything figured out. But I would actually like to see it like someone who's so set on a goal. We kind of had that with Sasuke, of course, but in a bad way. And I would like to see it in the opposite way with her. Like maybe she has this goal now, but then finds something maybe even more worthwhile, or just diverts from her path for something different. This would be interesting, because I think she missed some part of her childhood. She was so, as I already said before, she had to grow up so fast and was so major already. Maybe she set this goal too early in contrast to the others. So this would be interesting as well, but I wouldn't have any problem if she just follows through. You know, I like her character, so either way, I just thought this would be interesting. Let's see. You don't need to have this validated by anyone else, though. That's fine, alright, yeah. Wait, what did she say? And we haven't seen her yet, those two, okay. I'm going on to intermediate courses, general middle school. You see? Don't need to be a ninja. You should get into the food business. Did you just try to record her breasts or something? What kind of creep are you? Okay. I hope it was an accident. Okay. Who are you? Sukiya. Yeah, well, not that solid. Now think again. Yeah, that's a really, really stupid reason. And how he just openly tells that to everyone, you know? Makes him just seem like an absolute brat. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It just keeps repeating on and on again. No, I'm not talking about that. You know what I would say. I want to smash that kid's ass. Whoa, this image looked kinda sus. There's something up with him, isn't it? Like with this backlighting. He looks... Is he dangerous? Nah. I don't get this vibe, but there's something more to him. This isn't just a reporter, isn't he? But I don't remember him. He's definitely a new character, but... yeah, let's see. I have my watch on you, guy. No. 母ちゃんはなんで忍者になろうと思ったの？私が子供の頃は忍者になるのが当たり前だったの。私も亡くなったネジおじさんも日向家に生まれた時から忍びになることを定められていたの。But it was necessary back then. なんか大変だったんだな。おじい様も昔はとても厳しかったのよ。あのじいちゃんがThat's what I said when I saw the scene, like, oh my god, this is so out of character. But I loved it, this was so cute. Aww. Yeah, you bet. Some things for the better, some things for the worse. Of course, she's supporting him, whatever he wants to do. Yeah, look at that. Maybe ask him. You've got the chance. Oh, look, the two NPCs. Do we finally get something more about them? And I finally get the system. This is something I was wondering about as well. If you don't want to become a shinobi while you're in this special academy, but as it seems, as they just explained it, this is the academy for everyone, you know, and I initially thought there were several academies for general students who don't want to become a shinobi and stuff like that. But now, okay, finally we've got some clarity about this, or I've got some clarity about it, that there's only this academy where everyone has to go through some general curriculum and learn shinobi techniques. But then afterwards, after graduating, you can still decide if you continue studying and training to become a true shinobi, or whether you go off with this general courses at some kind of middle school and yeah, become something else, like a regular person with some kind of shinobi skills, but yeah, just not an entire shinobi doing a regular job, so to say. Okay, that's interesting. So we learned more about the education system here, at least in Konoha. I'm wondering if it's the same all around the countries. If some countries maybe do have a different education system, it would only be realistic. I mean, in our world, we have different education systems as well. But at least that's how it is, how things are going in Konoha. Okay. Yeah, you should make your own. I already forgot his name. Sukai? I'm sorry.
とりあえず忍術家を出ておけば就職に有利だからね。え、そうなの？君、アカデミー生なのに知らないの？卒業生なら優秀さはお墨付きだし、そもそもこの平和な時代、忍びそのものの需要はどの里でもどんどん減ってるのさ。アカデミーで身につけたスキルを他の職業に生かす方が安定するし、危険も少ないでしょ？あ、確かに。
Have you really looked close though? Because they have a purpose. And you don't. Like that? Sukiya, okay, Mr. Sukiya. Alright. Do we see Orochimaru now? Yeah, that... No, don't do this. This is really disrespectful. Uh-huh. Okay. There he is! Nice. Good thing, Shikamaru. We have clarity. Good. Quicken it? You mean like it already did the past 13 years or whatever, however old they are, these children? Yeah. Keep it that. He'll probably be around maybe 10 years after that for a 5-minute coffee break with his wife and daughter. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Sasuke is just trash. He stays like that. He's so off-putting with his youthful face and snake-like face.
俺たちが邪魔する筋合いはねえってばよ。おい、分かってると思うが、里の中を動くときは顔くらい変えてくれよ。もちろんよ。私の顔はいろんな人にとってちょっと。
No, he isn't Tsukiya, right? I just had this idea for a second that because of the disguise, that he's the reporter. But no, Mitsuki wouldn't have acted like that around him. Nah, it's not him. No. But it would be a good disguise. Aww, seeing all of them. Oh. Of course. So what do you want to become, Mitsuki?
何うだうだ言ってんだよ。お前、おかげ目指すんだろ。いきなり何？だったらあんなこと気にせずに首くらい突っ込めないでどうすんだってばさ。
Ah, kinda. He's got a point, kinda.
デリカシーのないくらいがちょうどいいんじゃねえの？それくらいじゃないと、あのクソ親父には勝てねえぜ。ボルト。
She has to deal with stuff like that after all. Yeah, he's got a point.
ありがとう。
I want to see them grow together. They're good for each other.
世話が焼けるってばさ。よかった。よかったね、二人とも。これで一緒になんだありゃ。立派な忍者になろうな。そういや、試験にも取材に来たりするの？そうだね。その時にまた会えるかな。ああ、そうそう。人生の先輩から一つ忠告だ。自分がどうしたいのかはっきりわからないまま道なりに進む。そんなモラトリアムも悪くはないさ。でも、それだけじゃ破れない壁にぶち当たる時も来るってことは。
That's what I'm talking about! Yeah, I like you, Sukiya. Nice. Exactly. Why is he covering his face?
俺こう見えて要領いいんだ。今までなんとかなってきたし、これからも大丈夫だってばさ。
You should listen to him. He's got a point.
派手に記事にしてくれよな。今まではね。
He's so sus. What are you up to? Who are you?
今かい？ボルト。ミツキ、お前こそこんな時間まで何してたんだ？面談が終わった後、久しぶりに親とゆっくり話をしてたんだ。親か。そういや、お前は進路どうすんだ？
He doesn't even ask. Okay.
戻る道もあったけど、この里で忍者になるよ。まだ。
Oh, why?
親にも伝えて了承してもらった。なんか理由があんのか？君だよ。僕は君をもっと見続けていたいんだ。
Creepy. But yeah, I mean, this is actually a valid reason for him.
君がいなければ進む道をああもはっきり口にできなかったかもしれない。僕もそうやって君の影響を受けた一人だしね。
Yeah, he needs it the most though. Come on, just say it. You understand it.
まあ、気にしてないって言ったら嘘になるかな。でも、なんかみんなとこれからもいたいなとは思った。だから今すぐに答えを出さなくても忍びになってみてから考えるってのも一つの道だろ。なるほどね。 そういう考え方もあるんだね。それに、
Alright.
今みたいな時間が、まあ、楽し
I
い。
have a feeling they won't stay like this these
そ
times.
れとも、今までみたいにみんなで楽しくやるために忍びになるんだってばさ。
It's too peaceful.
十分だ。そうか。君らしいよ。はあ、まったく、どうしてあなたが。
Wait.
まあいいじゃない。
No way.
生徒たちと直に接して、いろいろと確認しておきたくてさ。
It was fucking Kakashi. Did he use lenses or something? Oh my god, I'm almost crying. Fuck. Well, now that was a reveal, okay?
情報収集は忍びの基本でしょ。あとはまあ、趣味？相変わらずですね、六代目。
What the hell?
実技試験の監督役、わざわざ買って出ていただいたのは助かります。
He's gonna supervise it, okay?
お手柔らかに頼みますよ。わかってるって。ただ、いくらこんな時代だからって、舐めた態度で忍びを目指されちゃこっちも困る。
He's got I already said it, I like his attitude. And now I know why. I mean, it's Kakashi, okay? I always liked him. And oh my god, I'm really tearing up right now. I don't know why. Oh god, okay.
立っていられるやら。俺の試験はちょいとばかり厳しいよ。
Didn't I say that, like, it should be Kakashi testing them? Oh my god. What kind of reveal was that? I already knew it when he took down the wig. I have to see him again. Wait, where was it? Where was it? There. You know, there were some episodes in original Naruto where they tried to figure out how he looked under the mask. And now we have it. Now we have this. I mean, almost here. This was a good disguise, but I knew something was up with him. This was too sus. But wait, let me get a close-up. Let me get a close-up here. Sukiya, I knew where you were sus, but holy moly did he disguise himself well. Like, where's the scar? His eyes are totally different, the hair, of course. Okay, I never saw that coming. He was sus, but Kakashi, really? Really? Like, look at that difference. Oh, didn't catch it, but I guess this was the most exciting, most revealing episode yet. This... Okay, holy moly. He will be supervising the graduation exams. Okay, now I'm really curious how that's going down. I think Boruto will have a hard time, since Kakashi already said what I said, you know, don't play around now. It's actually, now it counts, you know, you should slowly major up and stop this bullshitting. I think Kakashi is the right person. He's exactly the person Boruto needs right now. Oh, I hope he puts him into his place. I would love if Boruto failed the exam. I think that's something he needs. Without being mean, but he doesn't have the things it needs to be a shinobi yet. Not entirely, even though he has skills, but as I said, character-wise, he isn't mature enough for that. I think he needs to be humbled at this point. And I love that Kakashi is stepping up, seemingly. We don't know it, but it seems like he's stepping up to do exactly that. And I can't wait to see that. Alright, okay, this was a thrilling episode. We finally saw Orochimaru as well, confirming, and we knew for some episodes now that he was Mitsuki's father, but oh my god, I'm really tearing up. I'm gonna clean it afterwards. now we've got clarity and all the other parents and students coming together. It was a really cool episode, setting things up for the exam, which comes next. Okay, we've got the exam arc, I think, coming up. I'm excited. Okay, cool. Things are heating up. But yeah, anyway, this was my reaction to episode 35. This was so cool with Kakashi, okay? I need some time to get over that. And I hope to see you next time, yeah? Let's see where this is going. Until then, have a nice time, and as always, matane!